You know that feeling when you start a new project and the plan is just huge, ambitious, maybe a little all over the place? Well, today, we're going to take a look at a beginner's gardening journey and use it to build a playbook for turning any big dream into something real, one small step at a time. So yeah, let's dig in.
It always starts right here, doesn't it? That first big rush of excitement. It's just so relatable for anyone who's ever looked at an empty space, whether it's a patch of dirt, a blank page, or a new business idea, and just saw all the amazing possibilities.
And that excitement leads us straight into phase one of pretty much any big project, what I like to call the grand plan. This is that wonderful time when your vision is massive, your energy is through the roof, and every single idea feels absolutely non-negotiable. And wow, this wish list is something else. I mean, we are not just talking about a few herbs on a windowsill. The plan is for onions, lavender, snap peas. And then it gets serious with long-term stuff like strawberries, asparagus, blueberries, and raspberries. This isn't just a seasonal garden. This is practically a mini farm.
And this right here, this is the most important part. It's the whole reason for doing it. The goal isn't just about the food you'll get at the end. The real reward is the process. It's about the fun of making something, of getting your hands dirty and learning as you go. That attitude is really the foundation for everything that's about to happen.
Because, of course, right after that grand plan phase comes the reality check. You know the one. It's that moment where the real world, with its timelines, budgets, and just general life stuff, starts to push back against that perfect dream. And here it is, the very first hurdle. It's such a classic beginner problem, right? You get so excited that you jump in, and then you do the research and realize you might already be behind. So what do? Do you panic? Just throw in the towel? Okay, so here's where the problem gets really specific. The ideal, perfect world plan said to start the onion seeds back in January, but the reality, it's already early March. That's a full 2-month delay before a single thing has even sprouted. But check out this pivot. This is brilliant. Instead of seeing this as a total failure, the whole mindset just shifts. So what's the worst that can happen? Not no onions, just smaller onions. And just like that, a mistake isn't a disaster anymore. It's just a note to self for next year. It's not a failure, it's just part of the learning curve. And look, the late start isn't the only thing going on. There's the huge amount of work this whole project is going to take. Plus, real life is happening. There were summer vacations coming up, weekends away. All of this leads to a super important realization. This garden has got to be low maintenance, or it just won't survive. Which brings us to the really fun part of our playbook, finding those clever, smart solutions when you're up against real-world problems. How do you keep the dream going without completely burning out or emptying your wallet? Okay, this is a fantastic example. To solve that low-maintenance problem, the idea is a chip drop. You basically call up a local tree service, an arborist, and they drop off a huge pile of wood chips for free. You spread that all over the garden as mulch, it helps the soil hold on to water, and bam! You don't have to water nearly as much. It's an amazing, budget-friendly hack. And this same practical thinking applies to money too. The smart move here isn't just about being cheap, it's about spending your money strategically. You can save on things like strawberry and asparagus plants, which you can probably find for less at a local big box store. But for the really long-term plants, the blueberries and raspberries, it actually makes sense to invest a little more for healthier, more established bushes from a good nursery. Here's another little problem-solving moment I love. There's not enough space under the grow lamp for all the new seedlings. Now, the easy way out is to just buy more stuff. Another tray, another lamp. But the resourceful, budget-friendly way? You just use the one lamp you have and rotate it. A little more effort, sure, but it costs nothing and gets the job done. So all of these things, the late start, the budget hacks, the rotating lamp, they all point to the final and honestly the most important part of this whole playbook. The real secret ingredient here isn't having the best soil or the fanciest tools. It's all about your mindset. So let's give this idea a name, learning as you go. It's not a passive thing, it's a practice. It's about giving yourself the green light to just start, even when you don't have all the answers, and trusting yourself to figure it out along the way. I mean, these words from the gardener just say it all, don't they? It's this constant cycle of doing something, doing a little research, and then solving the next problem. See how they keep saying as we go? The learning doesn't happen before you start. It happens while you're doing it. So here's the big lesson we can all take from this. If you wait for the perfect plan,
or the perfect time, or the perfect budget. You might just wait forever. The real goal is just to get started, and then to adapt and learn and figure things out as you move forward. It's always about progress, not perfection. And that really leaves us with one final thing to think about. And this applies to way more than just gardening. For any big idea you have, what's actually the bigger risk? Is it starting something imperfectly and maybe making a few mistakes? Or is it the risk of never starting at all and letting that great idea just fade away?